So I think the whole problem revolves around this.
The Brothers of the Ring have sent me to you.
Good. I've been awaiting you. I shall send you through the portal together with the other water mages. You are to track down the former Ore Baron Raven and find out why he has taken the citizens of Corinus. We here shall continue to try and deal with the threat posed by the bandits. Bring this letter to Vatras. He will set your tasks from now on. May Adonis guide you.
Let's check. Yeah, there we go. So, they were all just waiting for me to talk to Vatras. And in fact, Martin was the only one who actually mentioned that. 3 of them are still at the tavern. But yeah.
I got the missing ornament from Lord Hagen.
You see? I thought the paladins had it.
I was at your hut in the Valley of Mines.
So it's still standing. Did you find it?
If you mean your pouch with the lumps of ore. Yes, I have it.
You're a fox. You know that. Do you have it with you? I'll give you 100 gold coins for it.
Were also washed away, and
sure.
Terrific.
Overcame Adonis.
Why did you leave it there in the first place?
I had no idea that ore was so valuable here in Corinus. For one measly piece of ore, you couldn't get so much as a place to sleep back in the penal colony, in the harbor city. They'll practically bash your skull in if they find out you have ore on you.
But the human and the
I hope that I'll get it back soon.
War upon the land of Adonis, and the
give me
wrath
100
of the gods
gold coins,
with them.
and I'll give you your ore back.
Deal. Here you go. You're a real friend. Thanks a lot.
And the human slew
Woot.
the beast, and it entered into Beliar's.
So that's finished. Oh, I'm gonna level up soon. Kind of. Sort of.
I've got this stone tablet.
Oh man.
Can you tell me more about it?
Those are artifacts from the old. There are several kinds of, and that is the kind I shall give you.
Alright. I'm gonna hang on to those because he'll up your mana if you deliver him a whole bunch at once.
Lobart's wife Hilda is sick.
What? Again? The good woman should take better care of herself. One hard winter and she won't be with us anymore. All right. I will give her a medicine to reduce the fever. Oh, and while you're at it, you might as well drop it off with her.
Alright, the weapons dealer.
About this weapons dealer. I know the dealer who's been selling weapons to the bandits. His name is Fernando.
Very good. Has Martin taken the necessary steps to stop him from delivering any more?
Not yet.
Then make haste and report to him at once. It must be stopped right now.
Yes, sir. Let's see if Martin's made it back to the harbor yet. Because him, Cord, and one other guy who I don't remember were still just chilling out in the tavern. So they were all just waiting for me to talk to Vatras for some reason. That's why none of them... They were all still talking as if they were waiting there. Like even the guys who actually went back. So... Let's just take a look over here, see if he's made it back already. Yep, there he is. Cool. I got really worried because that's not a bug I could have thought of any way to fix. But I guess it's just an oversight.
You're looking for the man who is selling weapons to the bandits?
Says who?
Says Vatras.
Oh. What do you know about it?
Not much, but I could find out.
Are you kidding? I already know who did it.
Is that so?
Tell me, what do you know about the weapons dealer?
Listen, we know that an influential citizen in the upper quarter must be behind it. And some of the weapons are even supposed to have come from the militia's supplies. We still don't know exactly who's behind it. If you have enough guts to take on a group of at least 5 bandits, maybe you can find out.
Already done.
What about the bandits?
We know that the bandits are currently blockading the roads that connect the farmers to the city. Besides that, I know that there must have been a weapons delivery in the last few days. Maybe some clues to uncover the weapons dealer could be found with the bandits.
I know who
about the
did
weapons
it.
dealer?
Show me what you have.
I found this rapier with the bandits. The letter F is carved on the pommel. The bandits had this ring. It points to an overseas trader. This list of deliveries of weapons and other things to the bandits here is signed by a certain Fernando. Besides that, Fernando, the old trader from the upper quarter, has admitted having done business with the bandits.
I think that's enough. Fernando,
You think?
then, well, he'll get what's coming to.
Oops.
And he always acts like butter would melt in his mouth. I'll see to it that he's put away until he rots. Sound work, I must say. Vatras will be glad of this good news.
Then let's go back to Vatras. Wake up.
About this weapons dealer. I know the dealer who's been selling his
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
Very good.
Yes, Martin will see to it that he won't be leaving the dungeon anytime soon.
Well done, son. May Adonis light your path.
That's it. Ain't gonna give me nothing. All my hard work. Oh well. Let's talk to Bosper. So we got some nice shit to sell that fellow.
There you are again.
I've got a few skins for you.
Wolf
Foreskin.
skin. That's good. A warg skin? Those beasts are tough. Ah, even a shadow beast skin. Those are worth a lot. Good work. Come see me again when you have more.
Yay. That was a nice chunk of change. And that'll do it. That's the end of our business here in town. I think. Now we just gotta go to the monastery. Oh, I forgot to talk to this guy on the last chapter. So we missed out on a little experience.
Can you make me a prophecy?
Yes, time has broken.
Yeah,
How much?
yeah.
For a paltry.
250, whatever, it's worth it.
Tell me about...
All right,
Go!
you shall force what is nobody's destiny but yours. Through fire and snow, through ice and flames, men in foreign armor, a swamp, lizards, they await you. That's all. There's nothing more I can see.
Cool.
That's not what I heard.
That's a reference to the next chapter. All his prophecies are an effort to try and hint what's going to happen in the next chapter. But the first time you get a prophecy from him, he'll mention Jarkandar and all that, which is the add-on world as part of the expansion. And he just mentions it in the first chapter because the game, like, that part of the quest isn't specific to any one chapter. I'm sorry that I'm stumbling over my words a lot right now. But yeah, that's not specific to any one chapter. Oh, I got the... I'm not sure how this happened. I got the master skill in swordsmanship. Well, I'm just gonna try to deal with this orc. I'm gonna see if I can do that. But yeah, we're gonna be taking care of the entire expansion in this chapter, but we can't quite do that yet. Well, we can, but I don't know. I'm not going to. I'm gonna try to do something else first. Hey there, big boy. Oh, this is gonna be a while. Yipe! Can't get critical hits on him. Yeah, that's right. Yipe! This is bad. Ouch, that hurt. It's a stupid idea. Oh man, my head itches. Yeah, I'll whittle him down. Just can't take another hit. Ooh, that was a little close. I would have gotten absolutely pissed if, like, this game got bugged. So I'm getting sick of that happening. Too many games I've either had to just spend a lot of time fixing or just quit entirely because of bugs. Like, I really regret that I had to stop doing Thief. And I hope I can pick it up again at some point. But I don't know, at the moment it's just too much trouble to try and repair it and then get all the way back to where I was. Oh, let's go ahead and unlock this then. Left, right, right, left, right. Simple. Oh, that's not too bad. Whoosh. I said whoosh. Oh man, it is dark. Be on the lookout for seekers. They tend to wander on the road, so you aren't going to run into too many as long as you stay off the beaten path. Oh yeah, and let's not forget to pick up that rune stone from Lutero. We'll do that before we head to the monastery. Just so we can find them. I don't know. I mean, I've got enough rune stones at the moment, and I only know how to make one other rune, which is the fireball. When am I gonna level up? It'll be a while. Wasn't as close as I thought it was. Alright, let's watch out. I don't think you're gonna see one walking up this road. There's at least one closer to town, so we don't have to worry about him. But right here in this cave is the rune stone in question. I'll just nab that for no good reason. Yes, here we are. Alright, onwards to the monastery. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Shut your fucking mouth. I've never seen that happen before. I've never known seekers to actually stand on this part of the road. Is he facing away from me? Yeah, alright. Let's try to sneak up on him. God, that's a pain in the ass. No! You fucking asshole.
My master shall destroy you.
Oh no, I'm stifled. That means I am being possessed by them. No! Shit, see what I mean? Oh god, he's bringing out the big guns. Ouch! Damn, this is not working at all. Even with a mastery skill, I'm not getting any critical hits on him. Fucking shit. Alright, screw this. I'll see you guys another time. Hello again. This guy's kind of in a choke point, but I actually think it is very possible for me to just walk around him. Because it occurred to me that he's wearing the fire bow that I sold him a while back. But since he tries to talk to me before attacking me, I can actually just walk around him and he won't harass me. There are two types of seekers, the ones that try to possess you and the ones that will attack you on sight. The ones that do not attack you are the ones that you can more easily avoid. But I realize we have a message for this guy.
Your clothing is not appropriate for our order. Go and change.
Yep, forgot about that.
Hey, you!
I have a message for him that I meant to deliver a long time ago.
I carry a message from Vatras.
What is this message?
It's a letter. Here.
Good. You can tell Vatras that I have received the message. Take these potions as a reward for your service. They will surely be of use to you.
Thanks.
May Innos...
I don't know if Vatras yells at us for taking so long. Some quests you do get, kinda... they give you shit for if you take too long to do it. But I don't know if that's one of them. So as you can see, he's very easy to avoid. I wish I had realized that last time instead of getting a little peeved. This next part is going to be a struggle, but I have sort of a plan.
Hey, you. I see you belong to the Magician's Monastery.
Yes, why?
Can you use another worker there? I wouldn't know where else to turn.
Where do you come from?
I used to be captain of a big whaler, my boy. The sea is my home. My ship, the good old Magdalena, was sunk by pirates a few months ago, and now I'm stranded here. All I ever wanted was to go back to sea. Since I've come here, not one schooner is called at this accursed port. The only ship which is anchored in Corinthus is that blasted war galley of the king, and they don't take on anyone. So what else can I do? There's no work for me in town. I've tried everything.
You'd better get off the road.
Don't worry. I've already noticed that the wilderness out here has become damn dangerous in the last couple of days.
Yep. Alright. I've always wondered what that, like, lightning rod kind of thing on the top of the church is. It's a very atypical steeple. Anyway, here's Melty.
How did you get to the monastery so fast?
What kind of a question is that? I crept through the pass and made my way straight to the monastery. Admittedly, it was never easy avoiding all the monsters making themselves at home on this side of the valley, but ultimately I encountered fewer problems than I expected.
Do you know where the others are?
Gorn seems to have coped with his stay in Garon's dungeon very well. In any case, he wanted to go to Lee and see what was happening on the farm. After the grub they serve in the dungeon, he's probably stuffing his face right now and putting the mercenaries' provisions to a real test. Diego mumbled something about a reckoning. No idea what he meant by that. But I suspect he's in the city. You know him. Always there when there's something to be had.
Yep.
Do you know anything about the hooded figures?
No, but I have a bad feeling about those guys. Be careful if you run into them.
Well, I have experience with that. Fucking assholes. Right, so we're back here, and now we gotta talk to Pirate Car and pick up the Eye of Innos. Yup.
I've come from the old Valley of Mines.
What do you have to report?
The enemy has formed up there with an army of orcs and dragons.
We have already learned that from Milton. But what about the king's shipment of ore?
The mine they are digging for Garand in the valley cannot satisfy the demands of the king.
The days are becoming grayer, and the light of the sun is ever weaker.
I was attacked by men in black robes.
I know. Those are the Seekers, henchmen from the nether realms of Beliar. Beware of them. They will try to take possession of you. Once possessed, you will no longer be yourself. Only here in the monastery could you find help then, so be careful. I have asked Karas to look into this matter. He will certainly win some further insight soon, which can make us see clearer. Here, This rune will bring you directly back to the monastery if you need our help. Remember, we must offer resistance or we shall all be doomed.
Doomed!
I have come to take the Eye of Innos.
I see that you have received an authorization from Lord Hagen himself to bear the Eye of Innos. I am afraid that I have to disappoint you. We have fallen victim to a treacherous plot of the enemy. The Eye of Innos has been violently taken from these sacred walls.
Who could be so impudent, Master?
Evil is cunning, and usually works in secret. Only rarely do you see it emerge to pursue its evil machinations in broad daylight. But these days, it's a different matter. The enemy now shows himself openly in the street, in every home and every public square. This can only mean that he no longer fears any adversary and is not going to shrink back from anything. One of our most faithful followers, a candidate for the high robe of the Magicians of Fire, has changed his allegiance unexpectedly, and in an alarmingly evil manner. Pedro. The enemy has taken possession of him, thus
guy trying to cheat us out of sausages. I knew we couldn't trust him.
Has forced his way into our most sacred halls and stolen the eye. I fear that he simply spent too much time by himself, outside of the gates, and thus beyond the protective walls of the monastery, exposed to all lurking dangers.
Where did the thief flee to?
Pedro knocked down some of the other novices who tried to stop him and disappeared into the morning mist. Many novices have gone after him to bring the eye back to its place unharmed. If you want to catch up with him, you need to hurry before Pedro disappears out of your reach.
I've found a strange almanac.
Really? What kind of an almanac is that?
I'm not sure. I thought you would know what to do with it.
Forsooth, that is very disquieting. I am glad that you brought it to me. That was very wise. I assume that there are more of these. Go and find more of these books of damnation. I suspect that it is an instrument of the Seeker's power. They use it to control the lost souls of their victims. They obviously write down the names of those whom they are planning to possess in these books. Listen, I am giving you this magical letter. It will show you the names which are written in the books. Find those victims and bring me their books. I shall dispose of them. But first, you ought to show at least one of them to Karas. Maybe that will help him in his studies. Do not make the mistake to try and destroy them yourself. You are not ready to withstand their power. Do not get close to the Seekers, or they will take possession of you. If you still find yourself unable to resist their call, come back to me as fast as you can. Only here in the monastery can your soul be saved.
Is there no protection against their mental attacks?
That is possible. Karas could know something about that.
Alright, let's go talk to Karas then.
Hey, you!
Brother, you cannot lose if the eye is not...
Oh, we can't talk to
What
him.
exactly is your job?
It is my responsibility.
What does that...
Well,
Oh, that's meaningless.
Is there a way to protect oneself against the mental attacks of the Seekers?
No idea. I still know too little to answer that. Ask me about it later.
Oh. Well, he gives us a job later to get him one of those almanacs. And then he shall help us. Alright, so we have to go find Pedro.
Do you know where Pedro is?
Do you think I'd be standing around here if I knew where the renegade was hiding? He must pay for his deeds. I hope we manage to get the eye back. You have to help us. Find him and bring back the Eye of Innos.
Why don't you follow me? There's one thing I do like about Gothic 3, and that is the fact that most of, like, the old friends that you run into, after, like, working with them a bit, you can get most of them to follow you and like help you with quests and stuff. I feel like that's one way that Gothic 3 improved over the previous two.
Have you seen a novice walk past?
Well, that was quick.
Sure. He went that way. He jumped into the water off the bridge and swam like a shark was after him.
If you're headed for the monastery, you should talk to Milton. He'll surely be able to help you.
What do you think? Would they let me in there at all?
Perhaps, but the way you look, I can hardly imagine you in a novice's robe.
Enough of that nonsense. Novice's robe, indeed. It's the grub I'm after, or I'll be forced to eat the bark off the trees next.
Right.